Hi everyone, welcome to Karen's Corner. Today is Creative Wednesday, so time for something creative. And this time I'm gonna do it a bit different. I'm gonna show you a finished product. I like to make these little booklets when I go on vacation. And well, most of the time I just work with what I find. Sometimes I make a book that's, I take one with me that's already finished. You just have to smash things in, like a real smash book. But this one was made up actually from things that I found along the way. I brought some cards with me, some cardstock, and I've got this, I don't know, a punch thing, and some of these rings. So I made a little template that I took with me so I could put these 6 holes at exactly the same spot. So that was all the preparation I did. I brought these rings, some cardstock that was already cut out, and some tags and, well, a few little cards and stuff. And I brought some stamps with me, some paint, and, well, let me just show you. This, of course, as you can see, we went to Great Britain, and I bought this card on the boat. Actually, I wanted to buy a card everywhere we went and then make something out of it, but there weren't that many cards where we went. I mean, postcards, so that's really weird. But actually, anyways, I bought this one on the boat and I made this with some stamps, typical British stamps. So I started the first day with this card and we had to go from Calais to Dover. And I bring this gadget with me everywhere I go. It's a little Polaroid printer, and everyone has the Instax camera now where you can make these cute Polaroids. But then you have to take your camera with you, your Instax camera, and make this picture, and it has to be really the way you want it because you just get one shot at it. But with this thing, it's the Pogo from Polaroid. You can take the pictures you take on your camera and put them on your computer and then well, put them on here and print them out. You can put some of the paper in here and it's actually almost the same as the Polaroid, as these pictures. Oh, as these pictures. You just put it in here and plug it in and then select the picture you want and it comes out over there. So that's really fun, but the quality isn't that high. It's not really good, but that's okay because it's just for things like this and I don't mind. So well, I took these pictures and put them in, and then this is a card where it said we had to go to lane, and now I have to say it right, 86? Yeah, to lane 86. And I put a stamp over here, and here I wrote a little timetable. We got up at 5:30 and we arrived in our house, our cottage, at 7 o'clock in the evening. And over here I just stamped with this stamp actually, and you see this is from the DFDS Seaways, sorry. And of course we went to McDonald's as soon as we arrived in England. And I bought some Hello Kitty stuff because that's the first thing I do every day I get somewhere. And then I just, well, at the beginning of the vacation you still have some time for stuff, so I made a Hello Kitty, well, art piece. Actually, everyone thinks these are others from Macau, but no, look at it this way, it's Hello Kitty. That was just fun. And I made a little fun project on this side too, but I don't make much of these artsy things when I get to the end of the vacation because you just don't have the time for that. So the second day we went shopping, at least my daughter and I went shopping and the boys stayed at home. We went to Asda and Sainsbury's and we went clothing shopping because we like that. And this is a tag and this is just a bit of, how do you say that? I want to say string, but that's not the word. But you know what I mean. Ribbon, that's the word. This is a bit of ribbon that comes from my clothing. It's where it hangs on the hanger and I always cut that out and you will see it throughout the book. And this is also from my clothing and I just use everything I see. So here we went on a hike the next day and I used some of my paints. I brought some paints with me and just put some on there, and then again with my Pogo I had made little photographs, and here I got a little piece of paper where I say, oh yeah, we had to wear helmets because of health and safety regulations. We wanted to walk over here not nowhere near where they were going, but we couldn't go any further because we didn't have helmets. So we had to walk the other way. Health and safety regulations. Okay. Anyways, this is a piece from some watercolor I brought with me. So you can see I use everything. I had a little washi tape with me. And here we went walking through a tunnel that used to be a train tunnel. And the pictures came out really weird. And when I printed them with my pogo, they came out even weirder. And I think we look like aliens. So I made a background with pencil, just some stones, and it looks really weird. And then the next day we went to, where did we go? Should be on here. You can see all kinds of places we went, but the new receipts, I don't know if you can see it, but this is HMV and it's starting to fade, and that's too bad. I have to watch out for that. Where is this? Sheffield. We went to Sheffield, and I just take a card from Sheffield, and here's the route we walked, and then on this side I put some paint and tell where we went and what we bought. And here's a picture of our little cottage, and we ate pizza. So I used a pizza box and I cut out this card, put in the holes again, and just put some white paint over here so I could write on it. But this was a pizza we bought at Sainsbury's. So that's what I like about this. You just use whatever you can find. And here again, I had some time for some artwork, and I made a little ribbon out some of my clothing again. Well, not out of my clothing, but out of the ribbons from my clothing. And then the next day we went walking, and I thought I'd like to use these little tags. And yeah, that's fun. And the pogo gave really purple pictures. I don't know why, so I made the background purple too. And it looks awesome. And I really love this, guys. I love the Keep Calm and Carry On posters, and everything that happened after this one came out. Well, it's very old. It's from World War II and very old. And someone had it somewhere and hang it in their bookstore. And everyone seemed to like it, so she made posters out of it. And suddenly you had the Keep Calm and Carry On cult, you can almost say. And now you see it everywhere. Now, well, you might know. You see it everywhere. I even got a stamp, Keep Calm and Stamp On. Oh, here it, oh, no, it says, yeah, Keep Calm and Craft On. I love it. It's awesome. So I bought this card because I really liked it. I'm going to put my hand over here because this is so silly. And here I wrote what we did that day. And just doodled a bit. And then we saw the Queen. And we quickly took a picture of her. I just like this so much, I bought it. And I thought, this is gonna go in my Smashbook. And that's what it's all about. I bought some Swarovski. I think I bought a bracelet. And so I put some of the packaging over here, and I put some tags in here. This is what I bought that day because I'm a Hello Kitty collector. We went to Build-A-Bear, and I made my own Hello Kitty bear and bought lots of clothing for her. And this is the tag from my bear. And we also went to a craft store and we had some Minnie's cookies. And I put it all in here. And then the next day we went to Chatsworth, and that's a beautiful, it's not a real castle, it's a estate. And, well, we bought something and we got this cute little bag with it. So I thought, you know what, I'll just make a little pocket out of it. And in the pocket is the folder you got, the pamphlet you got there. And here you can see when we went there. And these are the the Duke and Duchess of Devonshire. And, well, this is just about the estate. And I thought it was nice to keep. But how do you keep things like that? You never look at it anymore. So I just put it in here, and again, this is a ribbon from some of the clothing we bought. And here I took a tag and put some pictures on there, and stamped on the background. And Lady Chatsworth is really great. I love the stories about her. So I bought 2 cards. And you can buy them and just put them somewhere and you'll never see them again. But now every time I take this out, I can see that again. And I thought, well, what can I put in here? I just put in the tickets, the admission tickets. And It says, Jan, my husband, he got in for free because he was my carer. I'm in a wheelchair and he has to push me around, and sometimes you get lucky and you get a discount. But anyways, I found some of these. I have no idea where I found these. Maybe in the craft store where we went. But I thought I'd put it on here. And again, with the little, ribbons. And put it back in here. So I think this is so much fun. I've got books that are almost complete where you can smash stuff in. But I've been doing that last year and it's nice, but I like this way better. It's always a surprise what you can find. And there wasn't that much to find. But, well, actually, if you can see, I managed. And then this was in 2012, I think. Yeah, 2012, and there were the Olympics in London. We didn't go to London because they said it would be busy. So nobody went to London because everybody said it would be busy. So I wish we went because it was not busy at all. But anyways, so of course I had to buy something from that. And I bought some magazines because I loved the way it all started with James Bond going to the Queen. And I don't know if you've seen it. It's been years, of course. But the Queen jumped out of a helicopter. It looked like it was the Queen, and I just love that. So I bought them. I saw it in the magazine and I bought it, and I thought I want to remember that. And then just oh, Mr. Bean was awesome too. Rowan Atkinson, I thought he was wonderful. And well, just some magazine clippings, but these are very delicate, so I took this one also, and I just put 2 cards on here and then put the clip on like this, and it won't break, it won't tear, it stays safe. So I made a little art page on here. And of course, as you might know by now from my videos, we love McDonald's. And we went to McDonald's and I thought, you know what, just quickly throw the fries out of there, make sure it's clean, and I can use it in my book. And so I did, so I put a few tags in there, which is a little story of what we did that day. Here we are eating at McDonald's, and again, this pogo is really great because it's so much fun to put little pictures in there. So this was the second week, and we always have 2 cottages. So the second week we went to a cottage in Portsmouth, I think, and this was the cottage we had. So of course Noortje and I went shopping again, and here's the tag from something I bought. And then we went to the Harry Potter experience. Guys, that was awesome. We're all huge Harry Potter fans. My husband used to read it to the kids, the first part of Harry Potter, when it wasn't even popular. So he had to translate it into Dutch as he read it. And it was so great seeing the kids growing up with Harry Potter, because a few years later they could buy the book. When we went to England, the first thing we would do is buy the Harry Potter book, and we all read it because they could read English at a young age. So this was great, and I thought I want to make a bit of a Hogwarts feel, a bit old. So I took some brown paint with me and some gold, and this is a bookmark, some stickers I had at home. And here again, I made a little pocket with all kinds of pictures, and we went in the dining hall and Dumbledore's office, I wanted to say cottage, and Diagon Alley. That was awesome, guys. If you really like Harry Potter, you should go here. This is so awesome. So these are the admission tickets, and I put a little picture in here. And of course I also have a normal photo album, a huge photo album with all the pictures in it, because you can't really see anything here. It's just for the you remember, oh yeah, that was there, oh I saw that. And for the nice pictures you take the other album. This is just well, just nice to look at every once in a while. And we also went to KFC because my kids really like KFC. And again, I took some of these things, and here's a whole story on there. We went to Eastbourne that day because my daughter went to Eastbourne for a year to go and study over there, and she left some projects there, and we wanted to get them for her. So we went to Eastbourne. Actually, we went to Hilsham where her school was, and someone had some of her projects saved, and we went just over there and got it. And that's what's on here on the tickets. I really like using these things because yeah, it's just what you find along the way. And here's a card of where we stayed near Portsmouth. and we stayed in a little village nearby. And then we went for a walk again, and I took some beautiful pictures. So I made a nice green background. And here was, we wanted to go, we went to Southampton, and look at this card, guys. It looks really great. So we thought, yay, that's gonna be nice. But actually these are the only old houses they have. So that was a bit of a disappointment, but it was still nice to go there. And I painted this pink or purple a bit and wrote on it what we did. And then the next day we went to an old abbey, and there we just walked around, and that was lovely. So I made a few pictures, and I stamped, I love this swirl, I stamped it on the background. And this is a card we found in the cottage we were staying. But I wrote on it what we did and where we went, and then it was time to go back home. So here's another ticket, and the last view on the White Cliffs of Dover. And that was Love from Great Britain. And then I just put some of these, I just took one off, on the rings, so it looks a bit nice. And I've got a little crown over here. It looks really nice when you put it in your bookshelf, on your bookshelf. And it's really fun to look through and reminisce about the great time we had. And yeah, I think next year I'm gonna do it like this again. Bring some cards with me, bit of paint, bit of stamps, and just see what you get, what you find along the way, and make a little booklet out of it. So I hope you get inspired by this to do a little vacation smash book yourself. Even though vacation is for most of us, vacation is over because summer is over. It's autumn now, but maybe you're going away for a few days, and you don't really have to do it over there, because that's nice to do, but you don't always have the time. So I take little, how do you say that, little folders with me, I think so, and I put everything from one day together in one folder. So if you get behind or you don't have the time, you can do it at home. Just take it with you and take it day by day. Just take the folder of one day, make something out of it, and go to the next day. Because this year we went to France and Great Britain, and we just didn't have the time, and it was just too hot to do anything. So I got stuck after a few days, and I still have to make some of it. But it doesn't matter, because I've got neatly tucked away in folders, and I can just take it and work on it. But I must be honest, it's very nice to do it on vacation itself, and get the best pictures you can get from that day with your Polaroid, and make cute stickers out of it, and make these books. So I hope you like this video. It's totally different from what I'm gonna do, like making cards and maybe some art journal pages, but maybe I can show things like this once in a while. Let me know if you like this in the comments down below, and if you make a book like this, smash book on your vacation, what you do. Is there some special book you make? Just let me know, I would love to know. And well, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, and if you want to see more of my Creative Wednesday videos or my other videos, please subscribe to Karen's Corner, and groetjes from Holland. Bye!